We have a look into Chicago this morning. Chicago is going to be dealing with not just the heat, but also the humidity. A beautiful look, though. 74 degrees. Dew point's not too far away from that. We have the threat for some thunderstorms, and some of those could be severe, increasing chances as we head further into tonight and even into tomorrow. But let's go ahead and take it to the ground there. We have Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel joining us. Mike, you get these warm days in Chicago right along Lake Michigan. I can look behind you. It is one of the best spots to be. It is so fun. The city comes to life. But this is, now Chicago, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Chicago's already hit 90 degrees, but this is certainly the hotter, more humid day that we've seen, at least in the past week or so.
Yes, indeed, Marissa. Yesterday was warm. It was in the upper 80s, but the dew point was around 60, which that measures the moisture here at the surface. Today's dew point is up around 70. Yeah, the mugginess is back here in Chicagoland. We're right on Lake Michigan at North Avenue Beach, and I've been here many, many times, but typically the wind chill's below zero, so it's really a nice day to be out here. We've got the wind coming across the water from the southwest. There's the John Hancock tower up there. I think the antennas go up to about 1,500 feet. And in the distance, you can see some early morning paddleboarders as you look across the water towards Oak Street Beach, another fine place to take in this incredible summer weather. The city really does come to life because, you know, so many months of the year it's cold and snowy, and when the warm weather gets in here, the city just lights up. And I was here yesterday, and the place was just mobbed. They had the James Beard Awards down here at North Avenue Beach, so that's why they had a huge crowd. Want to spin around here? This is the beach. There'll be a lot of folks out here. The beach basically is open 11 to 7. All the volleyball courts here. The net's not up right now. There's the lifeguard stands down in the distance. Today it's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be breezy. It's going to be sunny and hot. I don't know if we'll get to 90. We've had 2 90-degree days so far, one in May, one in June. The hottest so far, 94. By the way, the average high today is 81. So it is going to be above average. Right now we're starting in the low 70s at Midway and O'Hare and downtown here in Marina City. But tonight we start to get the storms in here, and then they last on and off overnight. Some of those could be severe, but the main severe threat is tomorrow during the afternoon and early evening hours as that storm tracks just north and west of Chicagoland. We're in the warm sector, so we have some rotation. The tornado threat is certainly low, but it's not zero. So we'll see how that changes in the coming hours, and certainly tomorrow to see how much more spin we get in the atmosphere. But certainly the straight line wind damage threat and the hail threat will ramp up on Wednesday. Today, though, a few storms potentially later this afternoon and this evening. But right now, I think the Cubs-Brewers game at Wrigley starting first pitch about 7:15 this evening, I believe. 7:15 or 7:30 will be fine, Marissa. Otherwise, it's a day where I've thrown on a lot of sunscreen and just waiting for everybody to get out here on the beach and get their pina coladas. Got a pina colada stand down the beach here.
I hope you take advantage of the pina coladas, Mike. You deserve it, standing out there in that heat. No, it's great because Lake Michigan, you have the sand, you get everybody out there playing volleyball throughout the day. They take the coolers out, and on a Tuesday, nonetheless, I think it's going to be quite full. Want to note, we showed the extended forecast, and by the end of the week and through the weekend, we're back into the 90s. In fact, Mike, talking about maybe the first heat wave that we could see for Chicago.
Yes, you consider 3 90-degree days as a definition of a heat wave in this latitude. Yes, as we get into Saturday, Sunday, and next week, we're going to be back in the low 90s, dew points in the 70s, so we'll probably see heat indices this weekend approach, if not get right up to 100 degrees. By the way, the cooling factor here on the lakefront is the fact that this water right now is 61 degrees, low 60s. That's pretty nippy, but there will be people in the water today. Eventually, by July and August, we'll get up into the low 70s. And they've actually had water temperatures. I remember one summer, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago, I remember not an ocean, but a lake water temperature up around 80 or 81 here at the beach. So it can get warm here, but typically water temperatures top out in the low 70s, and it's all about the wind direction. If you have an offshore wind, that takes the warmer surface water out, and then the upwells the colder water underneath, and you can get a quick change in the water temperature from day to day from, say, 72 down to 58. But if you have an onshore wind, that blows the warmer surface water towards the beaches and keeps the water warmer. But again, low 60s. Marissa, I don't know if you put your toes in the water, but that's a little chilly. You'll feel that. It'll take your breath away if you just dove in at this point.
I've been one to dip my toes into Lake Michigan a few times. Yeah, I was looking with a southwest wind. You're probably not going to get much of a breeze off of the lake today, so maybe you do have to jump in, Mike, just to cool down for a little bit. We'll be checking in with you throughout the morning. I see a runner behind you, so also getting in the morning workout before the daytime heat really kicks in. Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel, thank you. We'll see you in a little bit.